in your place? Any special rules like that?
I think a lot of chefs will be offended, taking photos for 5 minutes and eat later, and it doesn't look like the way it should. But I really don't mind.
There was a guy that was the first guy to ever put pepperoni on a pizza. And everybody around was, what are you doing? You're ruining the pizza. Oh, it tastes all right.
Yes. Strawberry? No.
I read that you have this octo philosophy.
Yeah, octo philosophy.
What is that octo philosophy that you work around?
Okay, well, octo philosophy, in fact, is just a working tools or 8 different principles of how I create. So it's kind of like a checklist.
Okay.
So when you create something, what are the things that you tick? And it becomes a practice. So
and what are the things that you tick?
For example, one of the 8 principles is unique.
Okay.
You have to have the touch of uniqueness. Why you created it.
Right.
Yeah. So you have the point of uniqueness and pure. People have to taste. If it's a slice of fish or if it's a vegetable, it's a potato. People need to taste the pure original flavor of itself.
Okay.
South, one of the elements is south because I spend most of my time in south of France. So that southern passion, or that southern flavor has to come into one of the dish. It's just a different percentage, but these are the 8 things that you tick. And texture, memories. Well, memories is one of the things that I always inject in every single creation. That's the only thing that you triggered the diners. Because I had it somewhere, but I couldn't recall.
Yeah.
It's a brand new dish, it's a brand new flavor, but there's something that I'm familiar, and that is the memory capsules that we put in our dish, and so on. So, yeah, that's,
wow.
It's a book that, to teach people, you should have your 8 principle as well, with everything that you create.
That's good. I like that. Memory. You see, I could name so many things that I remember from going to your restaurant those few times, right? The drawers, the food, the bubbles, the time that you never called me back, right?
Right.
Well, but you still, now obviously you're this world-renowned, famous chef. Yeah, you're basically a celebrity chef.
Thank you.
You are actually from a very famous family. Your brother is a celebrity. Your brother is a very famous actor in Taiwan as well, right? Yes. Did that have any effect on your charisma? Or, does he ever give you any pointers when you go in front of the camera?
I can never do what he does. Like, I don't know how could a human beings, the first time looking at the
script or
the script of a full A4 paper for 5 minutes and put it down and then start and memorize the whole page. I don't know.
Okay. So you and your brother, you were very different right off the bat.
Exactly. In fact, I grew up in an artist family. My father's a Chinese calligrapher.
Okay.
My mom was a chef.
Yeah.
My brother's an actor. My sister's a clothing designer.
Ah.
And so I kind of grew up in a family that parents allow us to explore, to imagine.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Create. Yeah. So I was very lucky.
Well, but you still have that artsy side of you. Now, not only are your dishes, like I said, they're like little tiny pieces of art. You brought something here today. This is your sketchbook? This is your...
Yes.
What is this?
Yes.
You're going to share some secrets with it. I heard that you carry this with you around all the time.
Yes.
And you would jot things down. What do you have in
Well, it's actually very random. I just draw.
Oh, so these are ideas of dishes.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. And because I'm a very visual person, so I never write a single recipe. I created thousands of recipes, but I never write any one of them. They all look like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
so,
you have the thing in
yeah,
your
there's
head.
no proportion, like 10 grams of onions and 5 grams of stock. No, I don't have. It's like that. Yeah.
Okay, so so your ideas are coming to you at different times, and to not forget them, you jot them down.
Yes.
You draw it. You write it, some notes down, and then you go into the processes. So you'll go in and you'll try to make it and try it out.
Yes.
So you're really inventing new ways to eat ingredients or put ingredients together in a combination.
Yes. Yes. But you know, sometimes, as you can see, it's very random. I get inspired by, it could be a love song, it could be, someone's story, or it could be, I come across some weird vegetable in the wet market. It could be anything, and then I'll just write it down. Then, once you put them all together and you start to mix and match, and it becomes a unique combination, and then that becomes a dish.
Okay. Now this whole, I mean, I've seen you're always so calm, you're so gentle, and you're like balanced, but chefs are known to be strict. And
Discipline.
Yeah. So is that something that you're hiding from us? Is that
No.
is that there?
Yes.
Do you get fed up, or do you get? I mean, do things trigger you that the dishes that you eat out? I can't.
Yeah. Well.
Does it ever trigger you?
No. The moment that I step out from the kitchen, I'm super easy.
Okay.
I eat anything. I can eat fast food. I can eat cold fried rice.
Okay.
I can eat anything. I have no problem. I can call deliveries and.
You make it sound so easy. I mean, you're this incredible chef. You just see something and then but some people find cooking really difficult. We have a couple of dishes that we found. That we found that were hard to identify. So maybe you're here, you can help us out a little bit.
Okay.
And I mean, what were they trying to achieve, especially with Asian cooking? There's a lot of ingredients involved. So this is
Okay.
This is the first. Well, this is kind of grainy, but can you tell what that is?
What is that?
Okay.
Any guesses,
Well-
Jim?
Well, yeah, it's grainy, all right.
I think the person tried to cook a fish soup.
Fish soup?
Fish soup.
Okay.
And there's some squid there,
You see squid.
and then
it's gotta be-
the ink burst.
Oh, like a squid pasta or
Yeah,
because
yeah.
so it's kind of muddy with.
They didn't remove it before they cook it.
The correct answer. This is red wine beef stew. Red wine beef stew. That's a goulash. Is it a goulash?
Goulash.
Goulash.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. What do we have next? Oh, what is
Okay.
that? Any guesses? That's a hard one.
Is that a noodle? No. Or is that worms?
Vermicelle.
Worms. We got worms. What do we, Andre?
I think it's the glass noodle in the clay pot with soy sauce.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The correct answer, 蚂蚁上树. Pretty close. It's a glass noodle with
minced pork.
With minced pork on it. But
Yeah.
the Mandarin name is kind of nasty. I think it'll scare people
Yeah.
away. So the translation would be ants on a tree.
Right.
Right. Did you know that, Jim?
No, but this is worms on a tree.
This
right
is
now.
worms. So you're right. So not bad. This one they actually got their point across, right? So
Okay.
yeah. So if your friends ever offer you 蚂蚁上树, so ants on a tree, it's actually a delicacy. There's no ants and there's no tree. All right. What next? What do we got?
What?
Any guesses?
Blood jello.
Blood jello.
Blood jello.
Andre, you
I think
got
that's Rosella.
Rosella.
Yeah. 洛神花.
Let me hear. It is ang bu gui. It is a rice cake.
What?
I guess.
Well,
I guess something popped.
maybe it was about 20 years ago.
My rice cake doesn't look like this.
Okay. One more. What do we got? What is that?
Oh, okay.
It looks like something.
I think it's the vermicelle.
Vermicelle.
Yeah. I think it's the salted vermicelle with the eggs, and you left it in the fridge without cling film.
So it dried up.
Yes.
So probably dried up or something. All right,
Yes.
correct answer. 蒸蛋, steamed egg.
What?
Well, something
steamed-
something did not go right.
Steamed with what?
Yeah, it definitely is like something dried up in the fridge, right?
Something crumbled up in there, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, back to all seriousness. I mean, cooking is not as easy as Andre has made it sound, and you know, we see it in your work. We go, but food is a really big part of our culture.
It is.
It can be very casual, but tasty. But it could get extremely delicate works of art. Your heart and soul pours into it. And I guess that's one of the things that makes your restaurant so special, right? When you're out eating, I mean, are there anything that's a big no-no to you, or like from your customers? Have they ever made any requests that would trigger you?
Well, in our restaurant, we try to accommodate as much as we can.
In your places, any special rules like that?
Well, I used to heard in France that there are a couple of restaurants that not allow people to take photo.
Oh, not
That
allowed.
you have to eat immediately instead of taking photos for 5 minutes and eat later, and it doesn't look like the way it should.
Yeah. So okay.
But for us, no, it's fine.
It's pretty-
We're pretty okay because I think you want to create a very comfortable environment. You want people to feel chilled.
I mean,
relaxed.
what if I went
don't-
into your restaurant, I order something, on your menu, I'll take a bite out of it and go, you know what, Andre, can I have some soy sauce and add it to it? Would you be cool with that?
If we have it,
Really?
yes.
Wow,
Yes.
that's really accommodating.
A lot of chefs, I think a lot of chefs will be offended, but I really don't mind. I really don't mind because, taste is very subjective, right? And you got to ask yourself, being a restaurateur, what is the ultimate goal do you want people to come here to have a good time, right?
Yeah.
And so how do we do in between that process to achieve that?
Okay.
If I have it, why not?
Okay. Oh, I'm just kidding you. I wouldn't add anything to it. Your food is your food is perfect. It is, all right. All right. So any no-nos for you? We hear pizza with pineapple on it. Is that cool? I mean, it's Hawaiian pizza.
I'm okay with that.
But are Italian people okay with that?
Okay, this is the thing. Traditionally, that you're not allowed to do that. But if you see in a different perspective, where are all the new flavors come from? Come from trials and errors,
Yeah.
right? And then they gotta be a pioneer. They gotta be someone who create the new flavors and
Right.
someone willing to try. So I'm okay with it. It's not the best, but I think it's it's okay.
I see what you're saying. So I mean, even with pepperoni, at one point there was a guy that was the first guy to ever put pepperoni on a pizza, and everybody around was, "What are you doing? You're ruining the pizza." Oh, it tastes all right.
Yes.
All right. So somebody has to try something
Yes.
new. Another one, strawberry cake ramen.
Strawberry. No.
That didn't take very long.
Where is this? We need to go and.
I think this is in Japan. Have you ever had a different do?
No, not the past 30 years.
30 years, you didn't change your haircut.
No.
Why?